This ESPN telecast of the NASCAR Busch Series on ABC is available in high definition on ABC HD, presented by Vizio. Under caution at Talladega, let's check in and speak with our in-race reporter, David Ruderman.
Hey, David, Dale Jerry, got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, David, we've got about 24 laps to go here. You've done a great job of keeping your car intact all day here. How do you like your chances, and do you have any plans as far as moving forward here in these last 24 laps?
Well, we've gotten that little tussle in the beginning, and Jerry Baxter and the guys that are working on it here in Greenwood keep trying to get a nose patch. It definitely won't go by itself. It needs some help there, and I got the nose pushed in. But, I'm back here behind this 8 car, and, he gets around this place pretty good, so I figure we might try to follow him, see what happens.
That sounds like a good plan. Good luck with that, buddy.
Yep, thanks, boss.
Hey, Jerry Baxter, Andy Petrie up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, Andy, go ahead.
Hey, Jerry, you guys scrambling down there trying to make any deals for these last few laps? You've made your last pit stop here, so it's showtime.
I believe we're going to stick with right what David said. We're going to follow that 8 car right through. He knows how to do this. And, David's learned a ton today going back and forth like that. And I think we got that nose fixed up pretty decent. Maybe we can get back up there with him.
Yeah, 10-4, Jerry. The nose looks really good. We got the camera on. It looks good.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
I spoke with Jerry Baxter yesterday in the garage area, and he's been with Michael Waltrip now 8 years. He said a year ago when Michael drove the car here in the Busch Series, he said Michael had a good car, but he waited a little too late to start making his move, and he got from the back of the pack all the way to 11th, and then suddenly couldn't go anymore because he ran out of laps. He said we've learned a little bit of a lesson, knowing we need a little more time late in the late laps here to be able to make that move.
And I'm sure he's sharing that with David Ruderman with 24 laps to go. Make sure we don't run out of laps and try to get there. And that 8 car is a good one to run with. We've seen how fast his car is.
All right, Alan Bestwick is caught up with Greg Biffle,
who's telling me about the impact he just endured. Greg, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. It was unfortunate. We had a really good car, 3M Fusion car, and Eddie and the guys just built me a great car for here. And it's just tough. It's bump drafting's a big issue, and unfortunately, you have to use a little bit of common sense when you're bump drafting, that if you're going to push the guy in front of you that's against the guy in front of you, you almost have to see through the car and see if he's against that guy, because all day that's what you have to be careful of is pushing the guy. You don't really run a risk of pushing the guy too hard when he's by himself. It doesn't matter. I pushed the 66 out in the lead, and he pushed me. But when you got two guys against each other, that's when the accidents always happen. And I just got shot out of there like a bullet. But from behind, it's unfortunate.
Glad you're okay.
All right, green coming your way. Let's go full throttle.
Clear by a half. All good. That 4 better not wreck you. Come on, you're good. I'll let you know when we get a gap. We'll start picking through here one by one. Nice and smart. Right, your track. Still all clear. Inside, back, inside. Shut them off again.
And the 8 car off the pace down below the apron. Dale Earnhardt Jr. You heard the pit report a moment ago that he might have a hole in the radiator from debris on the racetrack. Dave.
That is not the issue. The water pressure was okay. Broke 3rd and 4th gear, he believes. You can't win a race at Talladega that way.
Only has second. Only has second gear.
Make it. I'll get in somewhere.
So the streak for Dale Earnhardt Incorporated, 4 in a row between him and Martin Truex, will end today, as Truex's car has been eliminated, and now Dale Earnhardt Jr. with less than 25 laps to go heads to the garage area. Here's the battle up front. Kevin Harvick trying to hold off the rookie Juan Pablo Montoya, and there's an up-close personal view of the Charger for Montoya.
He picked up one thing about drafting in a hurry, and that's that the closer you can stay to that car in front of you, the faster the 2 of you are going to go. And they've pulled out to a 5 or 6 car length lead right now.
Yeah, one problem with getting too far out here, though, just being 2 cars running together, it's going to be, you're kind of be a sitting duck for these guys if they get lined up behind you.
It's going to take them a few laps to run these 2 down, because the 42, well, he's got a little bit of distance there now, but he's able to stay. He gets off the corner so well, he's able to stay so close to that car that it really makes it difficult for these guys to run him down, although they will here in just a couple of laps.
About a 10 car length separation between the front 2 with Harvick and Montoya. and the 24 of Mears. And take a look at the draft boost there, Montoya and Harvick with the drafting effect of the 42 car on the 21. And here comes the 24. Let's see what kind of effect it has on Montoya.
We talked about him being a sitting duck, and here you can see an illustration of that. Even though these guys got way out there, it kind of leaves you out there to run in that air just by yourself, basically. And these guys in this line just come shooting by on the outside.
So Mears gets some horsepower boost you saw on that draft boost a moment ago by getting the 60 car behind him, able to get the push by.
Yeah, that 24 car has been strong all day. We've said that from the very beginning of this race, and it looks like that you're going to have to beat him, and that may be a tall order, especially if he's going to have Carl Edwards behind him. He seems to be able to really get up there, too, and push these guys to the front.
Yeah, we see that 8 car rolling in the garage. You got to think that's changed some of the strategies of these guys out there on the track, because I know that's who they wanted to run with.
Yeah, they wanted to run with him, and they all thought that's who they were going to probably have to beat here towards the end of this race. So it's changed the thinking of a lot of people here. Everybody now knows, hey, we got a really good chance to win this race. So everybody's jumped up in the seat a little bit taller and wanting to get the job done.
26 cars on the lead draft at Talladega, Alabama. 20 laps to go, and onboard camera on the 90 car of Stephen Like, and he is looking right back at the 41 of Reed Sorensen.
Yeah, we haven't talked a lot about Reed all day. I think he's been one that's kind of just taking his time and then got himself in a position now to have a good run here at the end.
Yeah, he's been one of those guys that was hanging at the back earlier with Bobby Labonte and Dale Earnhardt Jr. I saw him back there hanging out, and now we're inside of 20 laps to go, and it's time to push the button, and it looks like Reed's done that.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. back in the garage, and Alan Bestwick is with him.
Talking over his day so far, and we'll step in here and get a word with him. Junior, it looked like it was fun. What happened?
The transmission broke going from second to third on a restart. Just I didn't do anything normal abnormal, just normal ass restart, and broke transmission. Kind of frustrating. These guys work real hard, and you know it's frustrating to have parts failures. You know what I mean? Because as technical as this sport is, and shouldn't have them, but sometimes you do. Just feel bad for these guys. They work really hard to only run a couple times a year, and we like to run good for them, and they put a lot of work in to come out here and finish bad.
You went from the back to the front to the back. What's it been like out there today?
It's been all right. I was in the back when I didn't want to be up front, and when I wanted to go up there, I could drive right up there, and we had a great car. Just waiting on a couple guys to get out of there and waiting on it to thin out a little bit, you know, so there wasn't so many people up there running 3 wide and stuff, so we could get up there and put something on them at the end, but it just didn't happen.
Thanks, Drew.
Great racing up front as laps are clicking away. There's Steve Wallace. He's in the mix. Juan Pablo Montoya, a couple of dodges hooking up right behind the 60 car of Carl Edwards. As they go 3 wide and laps are counting down at Talladega. Juan Pablo Montoya wants to win on an oval. He finally led on an oval 1 week ago, but his first win of the year came in Mexico City on a road course.
We got this one out of the way now, and you know the next one we need to win in an oval. I want to win in an oval. You know, that's where we need to be good.
You know that